Live. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Talking Backwerd, episode 2. Of course, we got the folks with me. We got Cody and John. Say what's up, guys.
What's up, y'all?
Hello, everybody.
Yes, today we have riveting content, of course, because that's all we know how to do, is riveting content. As you can tell, if you watched episode 1, we talked about a few different things, and hopefully that you found something that you enjoyed with that. We definitely had fun over here, so let's talk a little bit. Obviously, today is November 1st. Yesterday was Halloween. How was your guys' Halloween?
Well, mine was amazing. It really couldn't have gone any better.
Nice. What'd you do?
So, this guy I used to work with, he throws a yearly party at the American Legion.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dance floor. He gets some really amazing pizza. And, like 30 or 40 people show up all dressed up, and it's just a good environment, So we get a big group of friends to go, and yeah, couldn't really ask for any better,
Nice. Tell them what you were.
I was Wolverine, but Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
Of course.
And I don't like to toot my own horn, but I think I'm pretty on par with him in his look. Got the mutton chops and the messy hair and white tank top and black jeans and
Nice. So you
claws.
You didn't have to do anything with your hair then. You just went, right?
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
Nice.
And got like a muscle shirt and adamantium claws. They were like a few grand, but
Yeah.
made out of real adamantium.
Dude, wow. Look
Yow.
at you pulling out the material. Dang. That's sweet though. You had a whole bunch of fun, had some drinks, I'm assuming.
Of course, I had high noons and screwball peanut butter whiskey.
High noon.
I'll tell you something,
Good.
dude. Something hits different with the nooners, man. I love me high noon. And
They're phenomenal.
Yeah, vodka seltzer, right?
yeah,
As opposed to a malt seltzer.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Also, natural is really good too,
They
but
just- They just taste fresh, and I've never had a flavor of high noon that I don't like, and I typically don't like mango, but even the mango one, I'm like, dude, this is really sick.
it's solid. Yeah. What's your favorite, guys?
High noon. Oh gosh. Well, and I'll tell you this story too after this, but high noon, I love the watermelon, man.
Yep, watermelon and pineapple for me.
Cody doesn't drink, so Cody's favorite one is whatever one he serves the most of.
Well,
I'm assuming.
what's his favorite fruit? I guess
My favorite fruit, the mango, baby.
mango.
Ooh,
Okay.
mango guy.
But Nate Schallenberger, shouts out to Nate Schallenberger, does not do the mango White Claw. But I always
Yeah?
joke with him. I'm like, yes. I always joke with him, mango, right, buddy? And he's like, nah.
Dude, well, you know what? It's funny about that is too, because a lot of those flavors. Remember back, like when we were young and we went to Wegmans and got all those different flavored sodas. Dude, I ruined a lot of flavors early on in my drinking career from those, like, whatever they were, like
How dare you.
they're like 69 cents or something, 89 cents, like 2 liters of flavored sodas. Green apple, they had mango. I destroyed mango at one of those, like, I don't even remember where we were at, but one of these parties that we were at just completely ruined the flavor for everything. But,
I can still taste it. I can still taste it in the back of my throat, Drew.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, those flavors.
It's like a bad fart.
Yeah, those flavors stick with you. It's kind of, it ruins a lot of things. I mean, same thing with Canadian leaf vodka, or Canadian leaf whiskey.
Oh.
Ruined whiskey for me. I can't drink unless it's Crown. I can't drink whiskey anymore. It's
Yeah.
completely ruined.
That
But
just sounds
it
nasty.
was a great night. Cody and I had so much fun that night. Oh my gosh.
What'd you guys do for Holly? Holly Weenie.
Go ahead, Cody.
Well, I discovered late into the night that the tradition of carving pumpkins actually it's supposed to like ward off evil spirits. So I found out if you don't do that, you're kind of screwed. So I hurriedly carved a pumpkin at like 11:30 at night and lit it up. So yeah, good to go there.
Well,
Yeah.
you learn something new every day, man.
Yeah, I didn't
Every
know why they
single
all did
day.
it, but figured it out.
Heck yeah. I gotta turn some of this. There we go. Oh, not that one. This one, though. You guys still coming through? I think you are. Alright, cool. I was getting Discord notifications. I didn't put it on streamer mode or whatever it was supposed to be, so. Yeah, Halloween for me, we had a bunch of my wife's family over. We had, food, some soups, and they went trick or treating. And I typically stay behind to give out candy, so the kiddies can get some good stuff. We have a lot of people on
Yeah,
our
you
on our
got a lot of
circle.
candy.
Well, we have a lot of kids and a lot of people on our circle who don't participate in Halloween. So when they come around,
Yeah.
yeah, and or if they do, they're just kind of mean. We have some grumps around here, so I just wanted to do that. And my brother-in-law hung out, so him and I passed out candy while the rest of them went, and it was a good time. Like we came back, had some food, hung out. Low key Halloween. Nope, no parties. I mean, the Friday we went to my buddy Pat Farrow. Shout out Pat. We went to his house for a Halloween party on Friday night, which was crazy. It was a lot of fun. We had some flip cup and beer pong, good music, good
Reliving the
food.
old days.
Yeah, man, it was just a whole lot of fun. A lot of people that I typically only see there or a few times a year, and it's always a fun time. I think that's the third year that we've gone to his house for the Halloween party that we typically go to. My wife and I were Bugs and Lola Bunny from Space Jam. And shout out to
Yeah.
Cody for coming to pick us up at the end of the night because we were both pretty good.
Good job.
Yes.
So,
Do not drink and drive. Call
That's it.
me.
That's
I
it.
am sober. Holla.
His number is 148-259-6480.
8675309.
762. Heck yeah. I love it. Halloween's a fun time. I just heard, actually, apparently over in East Corning, and my wife just told me this, there was somebody like at 4 in the morning, early this morning, was going up to people's houses in a Pennywise costume and like tapping on their windows.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not a good idea, man.
Well, that's
Well,
it's
People
not.
have guns.
And that at East Corning especially, like I think there's a lot of hunters over that way.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So that's just a bad idea. Like I don't know why.
Yeah, what do you think?
Why? Just why? If you're gonna do that, like do it while everyone's out to be funny. Don't do it at a creepy hour like 4 a.m. where someone's gonna shoot you.
The witching hour.
I mean, they have a right, I believe,
Well, if you're on someone's
technically
property,
trespassing.
yeah. I mean, it's just crazy, man. Like people just
People
get
got some balls.
there's just different levels of just craziness.
What if it was the actual Pennywise?
Well, then
Hey, Georgie.
Well, then you'll float too, I guess. I don't know.
I like floating.
This is crazy. I wouldn't. That's something I would never dream of doing for many reasons, but like especially because I like to not be dead, personally.
I never tried it, but I don't plan on doing that for a few years.
I mean, yeah, I haven't seen any good reviews on it, so I typically try to stay away from it. But yeah. Oh, the beer thing I was going to talk about. We were talking about high noons. At Cuca Brewing up on Cuca Lake. We were talking about flavors. They have a key lime ale. It tastes just like key lime pie. It is phenomenal. It is so good. Not to mention their pumpkin cheesecake beer, also good. But the key lime, it's in a can. I don't know if they sell it in stores anywhere. I think they just have it at the brewery, but it's in a can. They pour it out into a glass for you. It is phenomenal. It tastes just like key lime pie. If you like key lime pie, you would love it. And every time I'm there, I got to get one of those. Got to get one of the pumpkin cheesecakes when it's there. But I think key lime they typically keep you around. So
Slow down, Drew. Pumpkin cheesecake. Tell me more about this.
Pumpkin cheesecake. So it's just like, yeah, man, it's weird. It is a pumpkin. It's just like a normal pumpkin beer, but it's got something, and I can't really explain it. It's like almost like a creamier, like sweeter, like aftertaste on it.
Ooh, dang.
And like when you're already thinking cheesecake, it just kind of goes with it. You roll with it. You're like, dude, this is amazing. It's so good. I highly recommend that when it's back. I'm sure it's gone now, but when it's back next year, we got that, and I can't remember. You know what? I think they had that when we were at my bachelor party. So I think they had it in August. I'm pretty sure that's the first time I had it, because when I went back the second time, I knew they had it. So yeah, I mean, they might start at like late summer. So it's definitely worth checking out. But yeah, sweet. Halloween's good. Let's go on to... Let's do a little segment I like to call Songs of the Day, because that's exactly what it is. I want everyone to give one song that you feel like people would like, they digest, they would maybe consider branching out into the artist's discography and seeing what they're about, because I think that's a good way to get people to listen to new things and maybe stem out to what they're usually listening to. And it's a fun little thing. It doesn't have to be your favorite artist. It can be just a song that you really appreciate, or really anything along those lines. So whoever wants to go, whoever's ready for it.
Are you ready, Cody?
I'm ready.
Okay,
so my song of the day is going to be Moon Age Daydream by David Bowie. Now, if you don't know too much about David Bowie, just know this: that man is unique as they come. He is very out there. His music stretches all sorts of different feelings and emotions, so it's very fun. And this particular one, Moon Age Daydream, kind of just hits on a high note and then gets even higher. So if you're into stuff like that, it's very fun. So check it out.
Didn't they just do a documentary on that? Doesn't he have
Drew,
some...
I'm so glad you brought that up. It's literally called the same thing. It's also
I remember hearing that name.
Yeah.
Recently.
The same name. So yes, Moon Age Daydream, which my girlfriend and I, Taylor, we went to see it, and it was incredible as well. So yeah, check out the song. If you dig the song, go check out the movie.
Sweet. Is that in theaters, or is it...
We had to drive to Ithaca to see it. You know, it might be shown around here now, but we caught it on the day it was released. So yeah, very good stuff.
That's sweet, man.
Yeah, man, it's cool.
Good call. That's definitely something that, if you're a music head or you like documentaries, for sure, it looks like that's something that you would be right up your alley.
Twofer.
I love documentaries.
Nice. I love it. All right, Mr. X, what you got?
So, I've been listening to Aquemini. It's an Outkast album, and most people know Outkast from Hey Ya, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I've been listening to The Art of Storytelling, Part 1.
Okay.
It's probably their best song, in my opinion. It's just really good. Andre 3000, considered one of the greatest. So, yeah, I've been really digging that. Check that one out if you like any kind of storytelling in rap.
When did that one drop?
That's been out since '98.
98. Okay.
Yeah.
Oldie but goodie.
Yeah.
Outkast definitely, they made a statement early, for sure, and they held on.
Atlanta, the ATL.
ATL, man. Music's little brother, or big brother, however you want to look at it.
I do think it is the music capital of, at least the U.S. right now.
It might be. I feel like it changes all the time. It's Nashville at some point. Sometimes it's Texas, like Houston area.
Sometimes it's Corning.
Well, I think Houston has more of a comedy scene right now, but it jumps around. But Atlanta, obviously Atlanta Records, they definitely know their way around recording arts and finding artists that are definitely dope. Let's see.
So what you got?
So, I don't know about you guys. and I'm typically, obviously, I love my rap, I love my rock, but this one is a Bo Burnham song. Because I love Bo Burnham, man. And he had his Netflix special Inside last year. Yeah, I think it was 2021, early 2021 or late May. I can't remember. But Inside, great special. If you haven't seen it, it's very different than his traditional stand-up stuff. But he's such a creator, and oh my gosh, he's a genius when it comes to the content that he puts out. He's so good at it. But following Inside, earlier this year, he dropped some extra songs and stuff that he didn't actually have in the special. And one of them was called 5 Years, and it's like a parody on Drake, I believe, is really what he was going for. But
Who's that?
Who? Bo Burnham?
Drake.
Yeah, parody on
Never
Drake.
heard.
Oh, yeah,
Never.
yeah, yeah.
Who?
No, it's just a small-time rapper. He was in Degrassi. You wouldn't know anything about him. But he did this song, and it's just like it's kind of like a story song about being in a relationship for 5 years and the different ups and downs and stuff. But it's just well put together, and I think it's hilarious and very catchy, as a Drake song would be. Which most of the time you're not really listening for what he's saying, because it's, well, not Bo, but like a Drake song, you're not really necessarily listening to what he's saying, but how it's being said and the instrumental and beat behind it. But with Bo, it's just funny. It's funny content, so you want to listen to the whole thing, and so that's why he does it so well. He can do these parodies, and they turn out masterful. So, nice. 5 Years, Bo Burnham. It's the song. Very, very sweet. And his other stuff's really great too. So if you're into that, definitely check him out. He's got a lot of good content. He took about a 5-year break before Inside came out, because he had a lot of different things going on in his life. So definitely sweet to check out. All right. So songs of the day. Yeah, good stuff. Songs of the day was complete. Very good. I like them all. Hopefully you guys check those out. Just a little something out of a little different than your everyday routine. Maybe you find something you love and you stem from that and find a whole new genre of music that you didn't know you loved.
Could any of those be gym songs?
I wouldn't really put Bo Burnham in a gym song category. I mean, it depends on what gets you going, I guess. You know.
True. Okay.
I would say mine is.
Okay.
But it's something you can check out, and if it is, then for sure. Let's go into our top 3 segment. Top 3. We're gonna do top 3s. Each person's gonna do a top 3 about a different topic every time we do a podcast. Last week, if you caught it, we did our music top 3. We had some really sweet artists on there. Honestly, nobody did the top.
Favorite rap top 3, right?
Yeah. Yep. And nobody did it dirty. Everybody had some good selections. Hopefully, people checked some of those artists out and found something that they really, really liked from them. This week we're going to do a top 3 eats. This is going to be something you make at home, or maybe a restaurant that you dig, or even fast food. Just whatever you like, whatever you get in the mood for the most, I guess. Whatever you're feeling a lot and you want to get that grub on. You know, something special. I can start this. So top 3 eats for me is really hard, because the past well, not anymore, but for the first 7 months of this year I was on keto. So I really didn't eat a whole lot of things that I loved, but I found some stuff that I was okay and comfortable eating. Obviously, after I was married in September, I was like, I'm going to go back to eating some good foods. But,
amen.
You know, sometimes you got to break the norm, and you got to enjoy yourself for a little bit. I'm going back on keto in January, so I'm going to enjoy these next few holiday months where there's good foods everywhere. You just have to. Take a break for a while. It's not really good to do keto permanently, obviously, but taking a little break's not gonna kill me. But as far as the eats go, there's a few things that I I really dig. Number one, I'm not gonna put these in any specific order as I didn't last week either, but there's these burger bombs, right, that my wife makes.
Ooh.
Okay, so basically what she does is she gets these buns and she cuts them in half. She fills them with ground beef. Obviously, she seasons the beef and everything. Puts a little of this special sauce that she makes. It's basically, I wouldn't call it, it's like the mac sauce, but it's similar. And closes up the bun and butters it, puts it in the oven. So basically all the meat's enclosed in the bun, and they're just terrific. It's like a burger, but for some reason it just tastes 1,000 times better. Really love them. They're called burger bombs. I don't know if that's the official name. She might have named it that. I don't know. If you're interested, let me know. I can ask her. She can give you the recipe. It's not secret. It's delicious, though. I think I have to include... I mean, this is one of my all-time favorites, and it would be a sin not to mention it, is Five Guys.
Of course.
I mean, a Five Guys burger to me, and you hear a lot of these like West Coast places, Whataburger, In-N-Out, Steak Shack, or Shake Shack, or what is it? Shake Shack? Yeah, Shake Shack. Shake Shack's really good. I will say, when I went to Denver in January, I had Shake Shack, I had In-N-Out. Shake Shack was better. No doubt. In-N-Out's cheaper, Shake Shack's better. It's just the way it is. I think we can attest to that. Even my buddy Mark, obviously Mark Mogren, if you guys know him, shout out. He's a fucking wonderful guy. I went to visit him in Denver in January, and we went there, and he even said that he liked Shake Shack better, I believe. Don't quote me, but I think he said that, and I have to agree. Definitely
It's close.
But for me, Five Guys is... I think it's better than both of them. They're so good. You get a bunch of fries when you order fries. You get a small, and you end up eating like probably the same size as they would have filled up a large. They give you plenty of food. I mean, it is a little more expensive for sure, but it's not like you're not getting your money.
But everything's expensive now, boys.
Right.
Honestly,
It is, and obviously the milkshakes there are fire. If you're
Oh, the milkshakes are so good.
Yeah.
I've heard that they have a bacon one that I really want to try.
Yeah, bacon, and I did a bacon and peanut butter one.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super, super good. Definitely recommend. But yeah, Five Guys, it's just, it's everything that a burger place should be. And
Yes.
it's simple. You order, they're pretty quick. They have their malt vinegar for your fries there if you want it. Obviously, it's a fire move to do that. So
I'm sorry I keep interrupting, but I need to give a disclaimer. If you are allergic to peanuts, do not go to Five Guys.
yeah, they do have peanuts everywhere. They have boxes and bags, and they're sitting everywhere and all over the table. It's
They use peanut oil as well.
Peanut oil,
Yeah, peanut oil, of course.
Peanut oil.
Yes, of course. So yeah, that's gotta be that. And then, this one's a little different. I love me a gyro, dude.
Ooh, wow.
Gyro, gyro, however you want to say it.
It's a hero.
It's a hero for sure.
Hero from Hero.
Hero, Euro, gyro. I love them. There's Arby's. Honestly, has a great one. Lamb meat. I prefer lamb meat. I don't know. I didn't even know it was lamb the first time I had it, and then someone told me. I said bullshit, and then I ate it, and I was like, nope, that's lamb meat, because I looked it up and I saw the menu, and yeah, I was eating lamb. But honestly, it is delicious. I don't care. And then there's another one at Jelly Beans, which is over in Painted Post, which is right in the area that I live in. Solid gyro again. So it's not just Arby's. I was like, I gotta try it somewhere else. I can't just say I like them once I've tried them off one menu. They could just be fixing it up. They're fast food. They could just be making it more than it is. But I tried it at Jelly Beans again. It's got everything in that pita bread. It's got that lettuce, tomato, lamb. It's just good. It's just something that you might just discover that you like yourself. I think they can do it with different meats. I know at Arby's they can do it with roast beef instead of lamb. It's like an option. But try the lamb. It is worth it. So good. But that's got to be my top. So
making me hungry.
Dude, I know. I left out a lot of. There could be honorable mentions all day, but I mean, those are my tops.
Gosh.
So,
Cody, do you have yours, buddy? Or
Yeah, I'm ready to rock.
okay, all right, bro.
Okay, so first, Drew, following almost the same line as you, I was very surprised to see you go burger in your top two. You know, very interesting. Very interesting. That's exactly where my head was at.
yeah, I'm a
Feeling
man,
the beef.
I'm a man of the burger, man. I love them. It's
So you're gonna love this, man. Okay, so while in Connecticut for a show, I was at the Mohegan Sun Casino with Taylor, and we were strolling around trying to find ourselves a late night fix. You know, everything was falling apart. Couldn't find a good place to stop. There was nothing until we rolled up onto this little bodega out in Connecticut, and this specific sandwich originated in New York City, but has since permeated culture. It's sweeping the nation. It's the chopped cheese.
It's the chopped cheese.
Okay, so if you guys don't know what a chopped cheese is, it's basically a burger chopped up on a grill, and it's got ketchup, mayo, lettuce, tomatoes, all that good stuff. You know, I got it just how the locals get it. And so they threw all that on a hero roll, and it just kind of blew my mind because it's like I was just thinking about it. I was like, what's the difference? It's just ground beef. But man, getting it all chopped up on there, fitting perfectly on the hero, man, it was amazing.
Heck, dude, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, that does sound really good.
Dude,
Yeah.
I feel like any style like that's was it like on a was it on pita or was it like on a
Dude,
how
I
did
feel
they
like
do
I feel like it would be really good, like wrapped up in a pita roll. Actually, like I've done it a bunch of different ways because like I've since like obviously like I've taken that and done it on my own so many times. Like I feel like I chop all my meat like that now. But yeah, they did it on a hero. You know, but you can do it however you want, man. Throw it on rice, whatever.
Yeah, dude.
So so that was my international, you know, slash travel fare. I'm gonna go with the hometown heroes, Burn Dairy Burgers. All right,
Dairy.
Burn Dairy Burgers?
Okay, yeah, right, John. I knew you were gonna be a little bit skeptical, but hear me out.
I'm skeptical, yeah.
Okay, and disclaimer here, I will say that after talking to one of the people that works there, he kindly told me that I was like these weren't the best burgers in town. I was just addicted to them, which I understand now, but that's not going to stop me. So on Wednesdays, everybody, you know, food costs are rising and everything like that. You can get these bad chickens for $1, and if you want to get 10, call ahead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I probably wiped them out already. Okay. And 3, just for like my favorite kind of eat, like just something that's pretty fun that I think it's a little underrated. I actually cooked one myself a couple years ago for Friendsgiving, and I know we just got done with Halloween, but we're coming up on Thanksgiving. Don't sleep on the duck, and don't sleep on the duck fat. It's all very delicious.
Man.
Get up in it.
Yep.
I've never had duck.
Dude, duck is pretty solid, man.
Isn't it oily? Does that make sense, right? That's the right word.
I don't
It's
know
kind
if
of.
I'd call it oily.
Might be the one thing that's holding you back there, John.
I don't know.
I'm afraid of oils.
Just go for it.
Just don't go into it thinking like it's. Don't go into it thinking negatively. You got to think about it like you're eating something that's gonna taste good. Like you're going and eating a chicken. You know.
Hey man, we're blessed. We get to eat whatever really we want. You know.
Tastes like chicken.
I will say on the Burn Dairy thing, I did work to a place. I worked at a place that was basically, I don't know, like 25 feet away from a Burn Dairy, and we worked late nights. My shift was like 3 to midnight or something, and about 7 o'clock when I had my break, I would be going over there getting those Burn Dairy sliders and the chickens that they had, and they, I mean, like you said, they're not the best. They're probably not the best in town, but you know what? Sometimes it's convenience too, and they're
That's
there
right.
and they're ready and they taste good, and you get them down, and then you move on. They're there to satisfy what you're there for, if that makes sense.
Are they like a Snickers?
No, I don't like Snickers.
Ooh,
I'm
Well,
not.
they satisfy,
I'm not a
supposedly.
big chocolate guy, to be honest. So,
same.
but
Yeah, me neither.
so tell us what you are about, John.
What was that 3, Cody?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. So I I love hibachi. Like, if I could have a hibachi grill in my house, I would. Because it's just such an art form to watch these guys, and then they serve up like the best grilled anything you could imagine, whether it's zucchini, chicken, shrimp, steak, whatever, it's amazing. So I would say hibachi.
That's honestly so honorable, dude. Such an honorable mention for me because I feel the same way. And we have some really good places around here too, man.
Yes, we do.
That do it really good. That's a good one. Definitely agree.
And then, so I always get the chicken hibachi.
Chicken.
But anyways,
You do, yeah. I've noticed that. The few times we've went, you're just all about chicken and rice when you go to hibachi.
it's just you can't beat it. And then it's in like that mushroom-based sauce with the
Yeah,
the
you're not much
broccoli
of
and
like
the.
a seafood guy though, are you? Or
Oh, I love seafood, dude.
so
Yeah,
you're not.
seafood's
You never like
my
think
favorite kind of food.
like chicken and shrimp. You're not like about that.
If I could get salmon, I don't think they have salmon. I would love to try salmon on a hibachi.
They actually
But
do. I went. They had salmon when I went to. It's the one in Hanover Square.
Simon's.
oh,
Yeah, Simon's. They
yeah,
got it.
yeah,
It's really
Simon's
good.
has it. That's right. Yeah,
That's a solid.
yeah. I got chicken and steak there.
Chicken
We went
steak's
for
solid.
Maddie's birthday and my mom's birthday because they share the same birthday. But I should have got salmon. Dang it. But anyways, so but yeah, my second would have to be really any kind of seafood, particularly probably like rainbow trout.
Really?
Any seafood really, man. As long as it's not like a clam or oyster,
Yeah.
I don't mind them. But yeah, fish,
Dude,
crab
tell me about
legs.
the rainbow trout.
Mm.
I'm curious. I've never tried trout or
It's-
anything like
Yeah, I
that.
haven't either.
You haven't? Wow.
No.
Oh wow. We need to fix that, boys.
Seriously.
Because you, I mean,
stuff along.
obviously Red Lobster, it's a chain, but they still, they get their fish fresh, I believe, or pretty close to it.
Mhm.
But you can either get it grilled or broiled, and you can't really go wrong.
Mhm.
But it's flaky. But if you get the seasoning you want, you can get like a Cajun or lemon pepper or
Yeah.
even just straight up plain. And put some hot sauce on there. But
Mm.
yeah, so I'd say seafood, any kind really. And then my third is Emilio's, because pizza goes a long way.
Mi
Emilio's
straniero.
He's a prize-winning pizza parlor in the Corning, New York. It competes with the New York City Pizza.
Yeah, I mean anybody in the Corning area there's no explanation. You know what it is. So
Yep. People literally don't move because of Emilio's, I feel.
Yeah, I mean they got it all, and I will mention, and I don't mean any hate by this, but I do not really enjoy the pizza anymore. And I know that's not a popular take. I will say
It's a hot take.
I will say
Yeah, but you enjoy the chicken wing subs?
Oh, dude, the subs, best
Bro,
subs in town.
They're half bread.
Dude, but the bread's good, dude, and that bread
It is
they
good,
don't
but it clogs
they
up
don't
your
make that in
arteries.
house either. They order that bread special. I'm almost positive they do.
I thought I found out back in like 7th grade that they do actually, because I remember in like cooking class we got their like special secret recipe and we made it. But yeah, it was probably lies.
They might have used to, but I remember somebody saying, and I can't remember who it was. They work somewhere that's local as well, and they said they get their bread from the same place that Anelio's does. So
Wow.
I don't know if that was something maybe they used to do back in the day. They used to make their own bread, but I don't think they do anymore. But I mean, it's not a shot. Their bread's great.
Why don't you like their pizza as much?
The grease,
You need to
man.
explain yourself.
It's the grease.
Well, no. What if you get chicken wing though?
It doesn't matter. It's the grease, the cheese, man. It's the
What about
cheese.
Rico's?
I think if you get pepperoni for sure, but I mean it's a New York style pie, bro.
It is, but it's just there's too much on it, man. It's
Dang.
just I don't like having to take a napkin to pizza because I think if I have to do that, then I'm not eating it the way that they're making it. And
That's fair.
I'm not saying it was always like that. I feel like back when Mr. Agnello was still alive, like that pizza was amazing. I got it and it was crispy. And it still held its form, and I just feel like now, I mean, it's different when you get it delivered, but when you're there, like I want that thing crisp. I want to bite into it and I want to hear the crunch. And every time I go there, it's never like that anymore. I don't mean any hate by it. Like obviously people still love their pizza. Don't change what you're doing. That's just like not how I prefer it. Atlas, I love Atlas pizza.
Both are amazing. They're
I don't
equal
prefer
to
their
me.
subs. I love their pizza. I love Anelio's subs. I just don't prefer their pizza. So they both have things going on. And a pasta, Anelio's all day. Amazing.
I mean, we're spoiled, guys. Really, we really are. Because the only other place to get this kind of pizza is living in New York City.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
And that's a fact.
It's New York pizza, man. New York pizza in general, we do it right, and Chicago can sleep on it, man.
Yeah, they put their sauce on the cheese. What is that?
Deep dish. What do you need?
Ew.
What do you need a coin purse for your pizza for?
Yeah, you gonna use a spoon to eat it?
Get out of here, Chicago. I don't know what you're even trying.
Yeah, the only thing you've been good for is the bowls.
Well, I think the Blackhawks were decent too.
That's true. Michael Jordan, though.
Yeah, however you want.
But yeah, man, dang, you just blew my mind. I always saw you. Wow.
Dude, it's not like I won't
get
eat
it, though.
I won't. It's not like I won't eat it. I just don't prefer it. It's not. It wouldn't be my top choice. I would pick
That
Atlas
sucks.
Pizza. I would pick Atlas Pizza over Anelio's.
So whenever we're like,
But if we're talking Rico's, get out, because I do not like Rico's pizza at all.
what about their
Whoa.
sheet? Their
Not
sheet
at
is
all.
amazing.
I
you
do,
kidding me?
dude.
Rico's.
I really don't like Rico's. I really,
Dang.
but I will say garlic knots fire.
Okay, there we go. At least
They
give
have
them the
some
garlic knots,
they have
man.
redeeming qualities. I just do not.
Yeah,
I
they do,
never
you're
have.
right.
I've never
You're right.
liked Rico's pizza. I don't know what it is, but you really can't sleep on a Pudgy's Party Pack chicken wing. And a lot of people hate Pudgy's, but their sheet chicken wing pizza, fire. It is.
I don't know, man. It's so greasy.
No, theirs is not.
I know.
Theirs is not.
I know. It's just disgusting.
I don't know about their regular pizza because I really don't eat it that much. Their regular sliced pizza.
No, don't do it.
I've never really had that much to be able to. I usually only time I ever eat Pudgy's is when it's in a sheet form, whether it's the.
Have you guys ever had Rico sheet? We should get a Rico sheet one
Maybe
time. I'm
one
telling you.
time.
Boys, we're just gonna have to do this
Is it-
live. We're gonna have to order all these different
Yes.
things and then compare them side by side. Like I don't even know.
I
Like
agree,
we can't hash
yeah.
this
That'll
out.
be dude. That'll be our
over
first
this.
office show. When
I'm not playing any
when we record
games.
from the office, we'll get like 2 slices of Rico's, 2 slices of Atlas, 2 slices of Anelio's. Bring them all together. We'll have a video recorded and we'll just make a whole thing. Because obviously this is a good one to talk about, especially from the locals who are from here, and they obviously know what they all about and they have their favorites. So that's sweet. Heck yeah. Oh wow, we're pushing 40 minutes.
It is past my bedtime.
A little bad, John.
Who am I
But
kidding? I don't sleep.
I do want to talk about this last topic. I think Cody, you'd mentioned a little bit before we started recording about this next topic. If you want to kind of dive into it a little bit.
Yeah, man, inspiration. I just thought it would be interesting to talk about, how we pull different things, and also just, inspire creativity from the ether. if you will, things that come through. You can't really explain where it comes from, but there's just always a lot of different things out there. I think that we pull inspiration from. Um, I think a lot of that is just really seeing it in other people. Drew,
Definitely.
we had a conversation the other day, and sometimes we have conversations that are nonverbal. We're just out doing our thing. And by you writing a rap, sending it my way. That was inspiring. That inspired me to pick up my guitar and just kind of do something creative. So I was just curious, um, um, for you, Drew, like where do you pull your inspiration from, and like how do you get into a creative mindset?
Well, it's that's tough. Sometimes it's really really hard, as I'm sure everyone knows. Like sometimes it's it's easy to say you want to do something and say you're going to do it and then not do it because you're just saying it.
Mm-hmm.
But inspiration is really the the wood to burn. It's really the only way you ever get anything done. Obviously, you need to have a reason to do something.
Oh, wow.
And you need to have fuel to do that for what you want, And inspiration is that fuel, obviously. So for music, for me, I guess it's really just listening to other music, listening to different forms of the music that I make. Recently, I think I was talking to John about this actually. The last one, the one that I had sent you, actually, the one that you were just talking about, the night before, we were on Spotify listening to different music, and I stumbled across a new Chitty Bang freestyle that he had just put out. And he's gone different than he used to be. He's by himself. He doesn't have Zafoon producing and helping him make beats and stuff anymore. But for some reason, that freestyle just kind of reminded me of his old music. And it was super inspiring to me. I was just...
Wow.
I felt like he was just going off, and he had some good bars in there. And whenever I hear like a super creative bar, that pushes me to be like, dude, I can make a creative bar like that. And it immediately that next day, I listened to it a few more times throughout the day, and I got home and I was like, all right, let's put this together. So that whole thing was just in like an hour, 2 hour span where I'm just like, man, I feel like I need to make something really creative right now.
Wow. So there was some repetition going on there, and
Yeah.
you were feeling inspired by Chitty getting back to his roots. He was creating something that, felt like it was, when he was on, when he
Right.
first started coming up.
Right, and it feels like he was leaning, and I hope, because he's put a lot of music out, but it feels like he was leaning back towards what he used to do, and the reason. And I'm not saying that he should do that because that's what people liked him for, but I feel like that's when he sounds best. Is when he's back to doing what he should be doing. And I don't know if like he just went on some sort of exploration to kind of find out what he likes doing, and maybe that's why he doesn't do the stuff that he used to. But I'm telling you, he hit the nail on the head with that one. It was absolute fire. I can't remember what it's called. It says freestyle in the name, but it's not important because it was just a good overall jam. Absolutely crushed it. Definitely put some fire in me to pick up the mic and start writing some stuff down and getting some stuff recorded.
Look 'em up, people. Backwerd, SoundCloud.
Well, I hope you do, guys. I love making music, and if I'm trash, that's all right. But if you're listening,
That's the thing, Drew. You're not trash. That's why it's frustrating, because you are actually pretty damn good.
Well, it's what it is. Sometimes you gotta
Look at Slim
find your
Shady
crowd.
though. Like he's away.
Yeah,
He's
Dr.
away
Dre.
trash, and he says it proudly, like kind of
He
thing.
does.
True, yeah. That's
That's
very
right.
true.
It's
He
about
is a piece of white trash.
It's about knowing who you are and staying true to that, and not conforming because you think it'll get you listens. Because once you do that, you're a sellout. You're not who you are. And to me, that is the worst thing that you can do to yourself. Because what's the point? You want to live this alternate life where you're actually conforming to what people want you to be, and then you're not happy. Like, what's the point of that? You can't be yourself. What's the point of getting other people to like you for something that you're not? I just never understood that. And I know people do it. I'm not saying any names in specific, and especially in music, but people do that. They just want to be liked, and they don't care how it makes them change. Like, to me, that's never. But what about you guys? What gets you guys jonesed up? What gets you motivated? Not obviously not just music, but like and other things that works too. Like, what gets you motivated to do things? What gets you hyped for the day? Like, what's your go-to thing?
Well, for me, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's just a fact. I mean, money plays a role, right?
Yeah.
You gotta be able to pay your bills, and but the other thing, like as far as working out, going to the gym, just thinking that it's an easier way to better myself.
So what inspires you to go to the gym?
Become stronger, and just that thought, just knowing that I'm gonna develop my physical, emotional, spiritual health, and it's very much a test every day, right? I mean, some days you don't want to go, so you gotta have that discipline, that motivation to, hey, tell that inner voice, stop being a little baby and get your butt in there and put in some work. And
right.
Doesn't always have to be perfect, but it's much easier to go to the gym than it is to do other things that are more also productive, in my opinion. So it's just a way for me to feel like I'm doing something productive and for myself.
For sure.
And hopefully I can inspire other people too. I was always a pretty skinny guy, and
that's kind of the thing I was getting to too. I mean, obviously you put a lot of stuff on Facebook. Like, obviously not as much as you see a lot of people put on there, but like you definitely put pictures every now and again of your progress that you've been making at the gym.
Yeah, just to remind myself and people.
Well, that's
family
the thing too,
and you guys.
and I always see people saying like, "Wow, you're big!" Like, "Wow, man, you're looking good." Like, they see that progress, and to me, that's also
motivation too.
It's funny because like that brings it round circle, right? You're inspiring.
Right, exactly.
You have inspiration for yourself, right? You want to do this for yourself to be better, to look better, to feel better, and then it's a 360 because now you're showing people the progress you've made, and now it's fueling somebody else's fire, right?
Yeah,
now they're
exactly.
inspired. They're like, well, if he can do it, maybe I can do it. And then they're getting in the gym and they're doing it. And then they
inspire me.
And then you get re-inspired, but also they're inspiring other people. So it's like this chain reaction of people just feeding off each other, which is the best kind,
I do regret not, when I first started, not showing more of my progress. Because I didn't want to be that guy, I guess, but I do regret it. I wish I took more pictures and maybe posted a little more, because nowadays it's like I'm at that point where I'm not really growing as much because I'm not trying to really. I'm just trying to maintain and maybe gain a little bit of strength. But back, 5-6 years ago, I was all in. I was definitely, my body was changing quite a lot.
Do you think if you had posted more, it would have changed your level of motivation?
I do, because that's not why I was doing it. Like I didn't want that to be my focus. Like I'm in there to do something, to do work. I'm not trying to think about afterwards. Trying to show off, or I don't know what the right word is, but I'm not in there to get the pictures afterwards to post to the social.
Right. Yeah, I guess it all depends on your frame of mind too, But you're saying like, I wish I would have tracked my progress better by like being more active by posting. But it just depends on how you
just
look at it.
Taking photos, I guess, either.
Yeah. Doesn't necessarily have to post them, but
Right.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I mean, there's definitely. I feel like there's definitely a fine line of posting levels, right? There's the to show your progress, and then there's almost like a
I'm
humble,
trying to become an
like a
influencer.
humble brag almost.
For sure. Yeah.
And then there's just the people who just want the attention, right? So
Yeah.
there's a fine
Yeah.
line, and I can understand why you wouldn't want to do that as much. But at the end of the day, like, you know the reason you're doing it, so like, who cares? You know.
I mean, I'm doing it to hopefully attract a woman, you know.
And you will,
No,
brother.
that's not the only.
Keep that motivation up, young man.
I think it's actually been proven that most women don't really like a man that's very ripped, you know.
Well, it brings more girls to the yard, if I will say.
You're damn right.
So, what about you, Code? What's your inspirations? What's your fuel?
So this is gonna sound a little pretentious, but I will say that, I've definitely seen some I've seen bad movies, that I'm like, man, I feel like I could have told that story better, or written a better script or whatever. Also read plenty of books that um I thought were something that I could do better, and it's I feel like it's a mindset a lot of people have when they see something. They're very critical and they're like, oh, well, this is what I would have done. This is what I could do better, kind of thing. But um, yeah, stuff like that kind of inspires me.
Hell yes, dude. That sounds awesome. I felt that way too. I think, Cody, where it's like, God, you have all this money to make this movie, or this entertainment media amazing, and you couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I feel that. Yeah, it's like I feel like I could do a better job. Yeah.
So that would counteract your point of your motivation of money. It's like if you go and your only motivation is money, you're not there to thrill, you're not there to inspire.
True.
Then it's almost like a superficial kind of.
And that's why you gotta love what you're doing.
It's the love, man, and that's exactly what you were saying about working out. You're like, I'm not trying to do this to show off or get attention. I'm doing this because, I want to track my progress.
Exactly. Yep. I feel that. That goes with music too. I feel for sure.
Yeah, Drew, you're definitely talking about all those different things that like you say, you enjoy the conscious rap, but it's the mumble rappers that inspire you to get to this kind of level of conscious rap, and just more thought provoking writing.
Isn't that funny how that works?
Yeah.
That is funny, honestly. I guess I knew that, but I never really thought about that. The fact that some really terrible music can also be inspiration. Because it's so bad that you're just like, dude, if these people can do this, there is no shot there's just no chance that they could ever take me on in a 1v1,
Exactly.
But there's no, there's nothing stopping me at this point. If they can do, which also shout out, dude, I don't know if you guys saw this super sad story that one of the members of Migos died today, early this morning.
Really? No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, man, he got shot. He got shot outside a bowling alley in Houston, I want to say it was. Yeah, man, real sad. I saw that today, so rest in peace. I can't remember which one it was. It's not the one that's married to Cardi B. It's I only knew the one. What the heck is his name? Two of their names are really similar, and then the other one's Quavo.
Quavo, yeah.
He's not him, but one of the two. Shoot, let me just look it up. So I just feel like Takeoff is his name. Yeah, he was shot outside of bowling alley, so that's really sad. I didn't particularly enjoy their music, and I know a lot of people kind of picked at him, but obviously you don't wish that upon anybody, so that's really sad. So,
Weren't they in the
Oh,
Little
way to
Dicky
go.
series?
Yeah, they were, weren't
yeah.
they? Season 1 towards the end,
Yeah.
or no, at the beginning when he's in the booth.
They were.
Quavo definitely was. I
I know
feel.
Quavo was. I don't know if they haven't been together, so I don't know if they were all there. When he was in the booth in season 1, that was with YG.
Might be mixing up TV shows because I'm thinking they were like camping or something. They were like outside a camper. But...
I hate campers. Especially in Call of Duty.
Oh, okay, that kind of camper. Shit. Well, I mean, that was good conversation, guys. I really enjoyed what we had tonight, and
That was awesome.
of course, thank you to our sponsors. This week we have Little Cheese Nuggets out from Little Roanoke. Thank you for sponsoring the podcast, and of course, the Fingers from Down Under. That's one that's from Australia. Thank you so much. Could you imagine?
What's funny, man?
Oh, you got the check? They paid you?
No, I thought you got it.
Oh yeah.
Did you rip it
Anyways.
up again?
Anyways, yeah, man. So, well, I thought it was fake. I didn't know these people were actually enjoying it. So, but thanks for listening, guys. We'll be coming live again soon, of course. Well, not live, but we'll be coming out with episode 3 soon, of course. Please comment if you're on YouTube. Give us a little comment. Give us a little shout out. Say what you were feeling about it. If you're on Spotify, go over to YouTube and comment and let us know what you're feeling about it. Because Spotify doesn't have any of those features, obviously. But yeah, we are on Spotify now as well, which is really, really cool. And YouTube, those are going to be our main 2 posting areas. So, thank you guys so much for listening. Any parting words there, boys?
Smooches.
Love you.
You heard it. Thank you guys for listening. We'll be back with another one soon. Peace.